And we are back. Welcome back, people. Now it's time for our relationship segments.
Yeah.
I know this is some of you watching. This is your favorite segment on the show.
Yes,
and,
definitely. And we definitely have winners before we go into the conversation, right? We have a winner from yesterday's giveaway, 12 giveaway.
Yes.
And,
we have Didi Edet. Yes, you are a winner for yesterday's giveaway. You know, we've been on this 12th day of Christmas giveaway for the month of December.
Yes.
And Didi Edet, you are a winner.
Congratulations. Woo, woo, woo. And make sure to be our winner for today. You actually go to our Instagram and or Facebook and comment right on the photos we post today from the show in order to be our winner. We'll definitely announce you for tomorrow. And remember, you actually get to win yourself some nice voucher from Smooth Farmers Market, 10,000 naira worth. So you can literally buy whatever you need for Christmas, right? And so much more. We're literally giving away hampers and lots of amazing gifts. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you don't miss out, right?
Yeah. Now, it's time for our relationship discussion. And on our relationship segment this morning, we will be talking about pressures in relationship. And doing justice to that is our relationship expert, Didi Edet. She's a certified award-winning dating coach who has been matchmaking in Nigeria for over 7 years. And, of course, she's here to
Welcome again.
Yes.
Welcome again. I love your dress. You're always looking so pink. So pink. Is it important also in relationships?
No, I usually always wear black, but today I was like,
No, it's
go
super
colorful.
does it have anything to do with Christmas and the feeling in the air?
yes, probably. Like, trying to be more of, difference.
All right.
Nice, awesome.
All right, let's dig into today's topic, pressures in relationships. So is that good? Is that bad?
Yeah, I mean, with the season, holidays, so there are lots of pressures. And it comes from the internal, within the couple, and the external pressure. I was talking to someone the other day. He went this holiday. His sister was getting married, his youngest sister. So he had to actually go for the wedding. And of course, everyone is looking at him like, when are you bringing your own wife? So that pressure from the family happens during the holidays because you always have to have like dinners. You have to see your family.
And people, true. And when you go home, people are expecting to see the person who are you coming home with this Christmas and all of that. Okay, so how do we deal with that effectively, right? How can we literally say, okay, fine, even if I have a relationship, right? Even if I bring her, you don't make, because there's another thing, right? I was reading on social media, they're talking about how people going home to see their boyfriends, parents should dress to look. So there's a whole lot on the guy and on the woman. So how do we deal with all that effectively?
It's very interesting. I saw this post, and then the lady, I think she had like piercings, and the guy was like, my father wouldn't like this. But she was like, I want to be myself. And then she ended up going, and it didn't work out.
Wow.
So people were like, she should have just, done what they wanted, to make the relationship work. That you have to be understanding. Because even with your parents, I think there's some things you just do differently. So it just depends on your view.
So what do you think?
No, I don't actually, because something very similar happened to me before I got married. I mean, I always have my nails done, and I remember just right before my wedding, my mother-in-law had a discussion with me, and she's like, your nails, how are you going to be able to scrub the floor? How are you going to be able to, cater to your husband? How are you going to be able to do this and do that? And I didn't answer that question because I felt like it wasn't my responsibility to. It was to answer the question. It was actually my husband's responsibility. So I just left that for him to, because he's the one bringing me into the family. So I don't think that I need to defend myself in that regard.
Yeah, but luckily, I mean, it's nails, so nails are not that serious. In her case, it was the dressing. So imagine you dress for like you're going to the beach with beach shorts, and you're going for like a family dinner.
Oh, I still do.
Were they coming from the beach?
It was, sorry,
when you come from the
church.
beach?
I don't know, but it was more of a formal setting.
Oh, okay.
And she was just really trying to just be herself, I guess. And yeah, he felt like you should have just
done a little bit more.
So now we need to actually really talk about that. Do we actually tell women or tell people to stop being themselves?
No,
just
I
so that
don't
significant others' families would accept them, because that's another pressure.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's stop being yourself, but if she went for a business interview or something, she wouldn't wear that, though,
She wouldn't wear that, come on.
You can dress for the occasion.
Yeah, but this is someone that you're going to spend the rest of your life with.
You're not spending the rest of your life with the mother, no?
Yeah, no, they say when you marry somebody in Nigeria, you marry their family.
Well, you don't live with the family, though. You don't live with the family, so I mean, I think it can be Understood. Because, I mean, obviously, in a new relationship, the pressure comes from the fact that they're judging you when you come in, the other extra, which has nothing to do with you because it's you and your husband at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
But still, even when you go for, like, business interview and stuff, you kind of dress for the occasion. Like, there's sometimes I'm wearing a dress, I wouldn't come out of the car to use an ATM card. So I think it just depends on, you know, I think it just depends on.
Okay.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we hear you. You're saying that we should just, you know, try to behave ourselves.
Okay, just so it's clear, right? So your take on this, I mean, you are the expert here now. So when we're going home for family functions in this Christmas, from a woman's perspective, right? So what do we need to do to just make sure that things are just okay? We're not trying to change personality. Yeah.
Even in a man's perspective, I'm dating someone that has, like, piercings all over and, like, piercings on his nose, tattoos all over. I'm going to ask him to just kind of tone it down a little, not because I don't like him for who he is. I just know my parents are not me, we're different. So I kind of want it to just be easier and smoother for him too, because I like him. So I'm going to just ask him if he can do that. And I feel like if you love me, you should, you know, a little bit of that effort in.
Okay. Now let's talk about two people in a relationship feeling, maybe one person's feeling the pressure, maybe the other person's putting more pressure on the other, or the other person's putting more pressure on the other. How do you handle that where your spouse is putting more pressure on you?
Is the pressure coming from, like, the pressure to get married? Or is it within, like, your spouse, like, the pressure to...
Yeah, it's either way. So you may not be in that, you know, mentally ready. So we also have men who, you know, who are under pressure from the women, you know, pressuring them to marry them. But they are not mentally there. So from the woman's perspective, how does she handle it? And for the man's perspective, how does he handle that as well?
Oh, I think in every situation, you have to just... You don't want to, you know, you don't want to push someone against the wall to get to marry, you know. You don't want that kind of relationship. I feel like if it starts up that way, it's just not going to, you know, it's not going to end well because you want someone to want you, to want you, not because they have to, you know. So the minor pressures to come from, like, regular holiday pressures, like, what gift do I get this person?
Okay.
If it's a new relationship, is it too soon? Because it can be like a month and get a gift and the person
to get a gift.
Oh.
Yeah, because sometimes...
is that timing?
Yes.
It's like an unwritten timing kind of thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I dated someone in, like, November and December, he gave me a huge gift, and I was like, we're not really
are you
official.
trying to... Okay,
so it's quite
it might,
soon, right?
It might be misread.
So you don't...
Please. As you're dating me today, tomorrow.
The next day is his birthday. Would you get a gift for him?
Yes, I would.
Sure.
No, you're not dating, but you guys just started talking.
Yeah,
like first
but
dates.
it's someone that I like. I mean, I like him. So, I mean, it's just...
Let her advise you.
No, but do you
Let her
think he
advise
might feel like it's too soon? What if he's not there yet, though?
So you're saying that
What if you don't get the gift now and then he's
No,
now...
what if he thinks it's too soon? Maybe he went on one date or two dates, and the next day is his birthday, and gets him a gift. And in his mind, he feels like, maybe she wants a relationship. I'm not ready for that. This is too soon. Is she trying to win me over?
Yeah, she's trying to impress.
Some people might feel like it's too soon, though.
Right.
Well, how do you know, though? Can you just
Exactly. That's the really that's the pressure part.
Like,
Like, how do you know when it's too soon? You know, or how do you know what gift to give that's not too soon? Because at least we can give a generic gift that might not be that deep, you know, like cake or perfume. But how deep is the gift that will be like, this person expecting me to propose to her? So, yeah, all these are the minor pressures that come with gifts.
All right, so let's talk about another pressure that couples encounter in their relationships.
Oh, if it's for the holiday season and gift giving, I think couples these days, I think people are doing better.
Okay.
You know, being intentional about what your spouse wants, not what you want. Most people actually feel like if I'm the kind of person that would want to spend time with you watching a movie, they assume their spouse wants that too and kind of just forces it on the spouse. So I think it takes, you know, I think people should be intentional and, like, think, what would this person want? Not what I think is good, but what do they want? So people don't even know if their spouse likes or hates surprises. You know, some people just feel like, I like surprises, so everybody should like surprises. I hate surprises. So.
So is it okay for you to ask?
It's okay for you to ask, but I think it's more meaningful when you know, because you'd see signs, you know. Like, well, sometimes you, like with me, the few times I've been surprised, I've actually said it like, please don't do this. So you know the person over time. I mean, if you dated someone, got married to the person, and they know what they wanted and what they didn't want. So people don't want a holiday. And you'd assume that obviously everyone loves the holiday.
I literally was going to ask that question. Like, okay, fine, there's certain people who are more prone to be excited during this festive season, right? And then the other person is literally just like, okay, it's just another, do you understand? So how do we balance that? I mean, the other person is feeling, oh, fine, it's Christmas, everyone should love it, right? But I'm not into it. So how do we create the balance there?
I think people, well, if people are not selfish, they should take the other person's, you know, feelings into consideration. And if the other person is really excited and happy about it, you make that sacrifice because you love that person, right? So you want to make them happy. Yeah, I feel you should.
All right, thank you so much, Didi Edet. I've learned one or two things today, so I am, you know, gearing up for all of the surprises and the non-surprises, but thank you so much for being here. And I'm sure one or two people have been able to learn, you know, something, you know, from our conversation this morning.